What's your internet white whale? Something you've been searching for years to find with no luck. I've searched for hours at a time trying to find the age of MK, producer, and DJ Mark Kinchin, to no luck. I know his background, various career moves he's made etc. but nowhere can I find his age. Might seem odd someone wanting to know. However, it's been infuriating me ever since I first looked him up, and it will, until I find the answer. Mine is this movie I saw years ago, when I was a kid. It was about a princess and a guy who fell in love, and they were cursed by a witch to keep them apart. She would spend every day transformed into a swan on a lake, and he would spend every night transformed into a wolf, so they could never together. The spell was broken after they were put into a little dig out in the forest floor, where he was exposed to sunlight, transforming him back into a man, and she was still in shadow, keeping her from transforming into a swan. It's a really vivid memory, but I haven't been able to find the movie, and my friends think I'm nuts. A video I remember watching maybe 5 or so years ago back, when I was a 99chan regular. It was an informational video about the theory of mind uploading and mind linkage, where if you could duplicate someone's brain exactly to the neuron and upload to a computer, it discussed whether it would truly be you, or if you could become immortal. It then made a theory that, if the second brain of yours was copied and recreated while you were still alive, your minds could be linked, and theoretically your own consciousness would be spread over to brains. I know it involved cartoon monkeys, one of them named Coco, and a female narrator. I have been searching for 5 years. A terrifying cartoon version from before 1995 of Baba Yaga, the Eastern European folktale. I remember that her house had a fence made of human bones. A cartoon which had a character singing about how they see beams in their dreams. A drama sketch. It was performed in an iStead VOD I was in about 15 years ago, with the line "Did you say Zanzibar?" A young adult's book involving corn chips and an evil corn chip company unconcerned with the environment. A cartoon which involved something like a pipe organ playing forever. I remember a huge amount of sheet music being in it. Maybe in French or to do with France. I hope someone reads this. I've been searching forever, but at a Thai restaurant, there was orchestra background music. When listening, my friends and I realized it was the first Pokemon theme song playing so smoothly, relaxed, and slowed pace that was beautiful. I cannot find it. There's this one commercial I'm desperate to find. I think it's from National Floors Direct. Some guy's in the commercial giving a good review, but he looks so angry. He says something like, "It looks great with rage popping eyes." I look for it every few years, but with no luck. Found it once, thought it was cute. It was a post on Tumblr asking if anyone ever noticed that the map of Great Britain looks like the silhouette of a young girl with a wide-brimmed hat who's mostly conscious of her small chest. Then someone drew over the map matching the description. I tried doing an image search once. I must have been rash with my keywords, because Google gave me a warning about child pornography. Didn't attempt it again. Greater than sign underscore greater than sign. Once, when I was a teenager, I saw a commercial late at night that scared me horribly. There's a guy on an airplane and a stewardess comes by to offer him peanuts. He politely refuses, but when he looks up, her eyes are rolled back, and her hair is wild, and she looks possessed, and she says take them. I don't remember what was being advertised, but I think it was foreign. I'm American. I never saw the commercial again, and I've started to think I may be crazy, or I imagined it. Please help me. A scene from The Bold and the Beautiful where the brother says he will help his sister to find a boyfriend. So he invites a bunch of guys over, and they all dance to the song I Wanna Dance With Somebody. There was a scary story compilation book I read when I was 10 or so. There was a story about a man who saw a figure in a black, hooded cloak whisper in a lady's ear telling her to commit suicide. No one else saw him. Later, she did commit suicide. There was a picture in the book of the figure. It gave me nightmares for years. I've tried a few times to find the book or the picture. When I was a young lad, my father gave me a cassette tape with a radio drama on it. It followed the fighting flying tigers and their battles in Burma during WW2. I listened to this tape hundreds of times. I still have a generic dust jacket for it. Well, the tape got lost, and every year or two I go on an internet adventure for it. The problem is that while the people attached to the project are very prominent figures, famous composers, directors, actors etc., there is practically zero information about this radio drama. I've contacted the Library of Congress, the New York Radio Museum, the estate for some of the people involved, Fighting Flying Tiger Museum curators. Nothing. I wish I could find this radio drama. It was really an amazing piece of art. I swear there was a PBS Kids show that featured the Krat brothers and their animal adventures before he started doing Zaboomafoo, and it aired in the mid-90s. It wasn't Zaboomafoo or Wild Krats, but I can't for the life of me figure out what it could be. Not internet, but I have a TV white whale. Back in probably 2001 I was watching HBO between movies. There was a short that aired that I thought was really funny. A guy is walking down the sidewalk in New York, and a girl is right in front of him. Same speed, and they end up taking the same turns. He gets paranoid that she thinks he's following her. He keeps trying to lose her from behind, but it doesn't work. At one point he stops to tie his shoes, to give her some distance, but when he's done he sees that she had gone into a store and just exited right in front of him. She notices, gets scared, and runs. He decides to run after her to explain that he wasn't following her, and I can't remember what was next. The Patrick Kane collarbone injury article written by a MN blog writer. Basically it said the injury was being fake for cap room. It was deleted, and the writer let go the next day. I want to read the article, just because it made so many people mad. Some weird song I heard many years ago. Don't remember much. It was really death metal-ish, but not very good if I remember. The lyrics I could understand seemed to be about a nice tropical vacation, or something about ladybugs or birds flying away or something. I can't really remember. I'd know if I heard it again. I was with my dad, and we were in tears by how funny it was to hear the vocals with that sort of content. It was so happy for such angry sounding vocals. I read this book once in my early teens. It was probably published in the early 2000s. It was set in the future when the government kind of phased out books and toys. This guy finds an old catalog where you can order dolls, and he orders some, and when they arrive, they're real children. Like he orders a ghost doll and an albino child shows up at his doorstep. He eventually orders like a whole fucking bunch of dolls to save the children from where they're being stored or something. I have searched everywhere for the name of this book and I cannot find it. An old man hosted a documentary on paradigm shifts. He mentions Tokyo watches, steam-powered cars and other stuff. He often says think outside your paradigm. Has anyone seen it? Very late 1970s or early 1980s, there was a song on the radio titled I'm in a green M&M mood tonight. Female singer seemed to recall it was a fairly catchy song, but was yanked over copyright lawsuit, or at least that's what I recall. Have never been able to find it, or any references to it. Pretty sure I didn't make it up. Anyone